The town was quiet, sleepy. Mr. Elric fit right in. He owned Timeless Wonders, a shop crammed with clocks. Each one ticked with a different voice, a different story. But none were as intriguing as the silent giant in the corner. Mr. Elric dusted the clock every day. Never wound it though, it wouldn't budge. Made of obsidian, it seemed to absorb light rather than reflect it. The hands were silver, frozen in place, a constant reminder of a moment lost. Some townsfolk whispered about the clock, called it cursed. Mr. Elric just smiled sadly. He knew better. It wasn't cursed, it was something else entirely, something more profound. One blustery afternoon, a girl named Lila wandered in. She was drawn to unusual things, to secrets whispered on the wind. Timeless wonders called to her like a beacon. Lila's eyes widened at the sight of the obsidian clock. "It doesn't tick," she whispered, her breath fogging the air. "No," Mr. Elric agreed, his voice raspy with age. "It doesn't. That clock, it deals in different currency." Lila's curiosity was piqued. She peppered Mr. Elric with questions. He answered patiently, his gaze never leaving the clock, as if it might disappear if he looked away for too long. "It grants wishes," Mr. Elric finally said, his voice barely audible above the ticking symphony around them. "But for a price," Lila's eyes widened. "What price?" "Time," Mr. Elric said simply. The single word hung heavy in the air. Lila's family was fractured, broken by arguments and distance. She yearned to mend it, to bring back the laughter and love that once filled their home. The clock's offer was tempting, dangerous. The old clockmaker watched her, his eyes filled with a lifetime of regret and wisdom. He knew the allure of a wish, the desperation that could drive someone to such lengths. Lila made her wish. It was a whisper, a plea carried on the cold air. The silver hands of the obsidian clock moved for the first time. They spun rapidly, then stopped. Silence descended once more. Lila felt a coldness grip her, age settling into her bones. She looked in the glass of a nearby clock, her reflection now that of an old woman. Her family was whole again, she could feel it. But at what cost? Time, once a river flowing around her, had become a cage. She had traded years for a moment, a fleeting happiness bought with the currency of her own life. Mr. Elric had warned her, but some lessons, like the true value of time, could only be learned the hard way.